Welcome to the show and Eat with the Owner, episode 6. Okay, if you look at the camera together. So, okay, thank you. So, your name is just introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Bin Zhu. I'm the friend of Uncle Dai for many years. And
Uncle Dai, Uncle Dai. Okay. Yeah, we just talk now. We don't need to face the camera anymore. So
sorry about that.
We look at each other. It's fine.
Okay.
We don't need to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bin
Zhu,
thank you to help. Thank you to help me here. And
we met 3-4 years ago, right? After we moved here, I believe. Oh no, before we were in through IT groups. Did we know before? Did we know each other before?
I think we met. The first met is in the Tim Horton.
Oh yeah.
I forget. It's probably 2016.
Yeah.
Summer.
Yeah. I guess so. Through the
first
IT group, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Great. Actually, to save time, we start ordering first, and then the kitchen can prepare the food.
Okay.
So now we're good to eat Chinese food. You always order the pickup like in testing. Do you want that one or some other stuff? Right?
Actually, today after
want to try different.
After interview, I will still order the same thing and
bring
back.
Yeah, for you or for your parents or?
Yeah, no, for my kids and for my wife.
Okay,
they like it.
I thought your parents live here too, right?
My parents-in-law live here. Yeah.
Okay, let's see a little bit. Oh, there's something.
Maybe today I can try this one.
We can have three main dishes and one appetizer, 1 or 2. It's a lunchtime, perfect, so we can eat a lot of food.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know which one you want to choose, but I want to choose this one.
Yeah, you can choose 2. Because I have a lot of meals already, so you can choose. You can choose all. No, I mean I had this so many times, so you can choose all 3.
For me, maximum 2 is enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just which one first?
This one.
Oh, the xiangrou. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet spicy pork strips. Okay.
Yes. It's good with rice.
Yeah, good with rice.
The other one.
Hey, do you want to try the Sichuan spicy pot? The mala xiangguo.
Okay.
Spicy.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Anyway, we have rice.
Yeah. That one we try because I did not have that one a lot of times. Just once or twice. And rice, I eat rice as well to respect the tradition. In Chinese food.
I don't know which one you want. I think for us, 2 is enough.
Yeah, 2 maybe. We want to.
Yeah, I think 2 is enough.
Hey, do you want some mao dou edamame?
Okay.
We'll take that one, easy one. Okay, I put this to the kitchen. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's gonna be a while. Several orders in the kitchen already.
I mean, when you do the other videos, you cut nothing between the.
No, even you can hear the steps running downstairs.
Okay.
Or I talk to the waitress, so you can hear everything. So
okay.
We try to be very real, so no cutting at all. So you hear the first episode I did speed up like the eating part.
Okay.
Then it's kind of I don't know, it's weird. So you have
the voice will be different. A little bit.
No, I removed the audio. Like
you removed the audio
for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Like the first guest and I was or even something we talked about, maybe they'll be controversial or something.
Yeah.
So we did not want people to or like some opinion, personal opinion. Like when we knew we were gonna edit out the audio, or like remove the audio for that part. So we were just kind of the private chats, but then we kind of remove the audio for that part. But the third episode is the real one. So no removing audio, nothing. So everything from beginning to the end.
Okay.
So that's the main thing. So all the way, like, so that's why we try to avoid some politics, the religion stuff. But other things is fine. Even some like what is that? Swearing or some cursing, it's fine. Not big deal. We are not like a big channel or something. It's not big deal for us.
Yeah. But based on the other previous five interviews, normally you ask questions or we just chat?
Yeah, we just chat. Like you ask questions, I ask questions. So basically, people's story. Your story is really amazing. I guess like for the club on there, you had how to say that? It's a seminar something, right? We have a lot of people who came to listen to your story, like how to find like make a lot of big money, right?
Increase your income.
Yeah, how to increase your income like that much. So the video still, I guess it's popular. I'm gonna put the link of that video, like in Chinese, that how to say, the seminar thing, I guess. So the 2 episodes, I will put the link for that
together.
On the description part of this video.
Okay.
So it's,
thank you.
It will be like something. The stories, like your story, is really, really great because we both work in IT field.
Yes.
Even though I'm not right now, but in IT we have a lot of at that time we were skilled worker program, right, to immigrate here to Canada, like by the skilled worker program. So a lot of us, like we have a lot of friends that work in IT even today. You work in IT, so we have a lot of Chinese friends. We have a WeChat group as well.
Yeah.
Like programmers or like IT work. I'm a network engineer. I was a network engineer, so like we know. But you as an IT guy here, I met a lot of Chinese IT guys.
Yes.
You did really like really stand out. Like achieved a lot of great stuff. Like you were like senior manager somewhere, big company here. So it's kind of for a lot of first generation Chinese migrants in the IT field, it's not easy to kind of climb up the what is it, ladders, right? That ladder is not easy to climb up. So that's why you kind of stand out. Like I met you several years ago. So that's we can start with your story if you don't mind. So we're about the same age. You are maybe 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit older than me. Maybe just around the same age.
Yeah, maybe 2 years older than you, I think.
So that time was when we graduated. It's kind of a golden time for IT, right, in China. Right?
That's true. It's true.
It's fairly easy to find a decent job. Like it's a big company a lot of times. So how many years you been working in China as IT?
Okay. Yeah, it's a long story. Yeah, I graduated at 2000. So at the
2000.
moment,
oh yeah, just 1 year earlier than me.
But I mean, maybe your premier school only take your 5 years.
Okay.
So I take 6 years.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I think we have 2 years difference.
Okay, so graduate only 1 year before me.
Yeah, I graduated at 2000. At the moment, I was not graduate from computer science.
Okay. But it's a bachelor degree.
The bachelor degree is EE.
Okay.
But I just learned the Foxbase, C.
Foxbase, yeah.
Yes, such very minimum knowledge at the moment for the computer.
What was your major in the university? What was your major?
EE.
Oh, it's EE. In Chinese, EE?
Yes.
电气工程.
Yeah, something like that. It's applied electric. They call applied electric.
It's not 机械学院,
not 机械. It's or
E.
double E.
I never heard of that.
Telecom and the electric.
Okay, so it's
stuff.
kind of not too far from the computer thing, I guess.
Not far, but we don't have much
programming thing.
Yeah, not much programming for that. Okay. So I learned by myself.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I think why I choose this, the only reason I think the software will make more money. That is a very simple reason.
Yeah. Okay.
If I working with double E, is less, less opportunity and less salary.
Yeah.
So that's why I choose that.
Okay. That's great. So what year you came to kind of after the, I said like that year 2000, it's easy to find an IT job, right? So after the school, university, you got a job there.
Actually, it's a little bit tricky. I found a job before I graduated. Okay. So there one company in Jinan. In their newspaper, they want to find some guy, but they want to find some guy have experience.
Okay.
So they mentioned on the newspaper they refused anyone know any experience. Okay. So, but I still.
You got the job.
I still went there and I convinced the VP. Okay. I convinced the VP I don't have experience. I'm not come from computer science, but I still qualify for this job. So they accepted. So really? That's the only exception happened in that company.
Wow, that's from the very beginning. You kind of
convincing. I convinced them. I think I have some capability. You will show. So I want them
that's
to have
kind of skills of sales.
Yeah, maybe. So after that, their CTO they give me a book. Okay. So this is thinking in Java. So I start to learn the thinking Java. Yeah.
Java, the programming language.
Yeah, programming language. I started to learn in 2000. Yeah, 2000 that year. After I get the offer.
So Java, but Java, the language is not that many years, like 30 years.
Actually, normally it started popular 2019. Okay. 1999. Sorry, 2009. No. 1999.
Yeah, 1999.
Yeah, so 1999.
If people think they have experience with Java for 40 years, experience with Java, so that's could be a lie. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So your first job is in Jinan, right?
Yeah, in Jinan. Yeah.
Jinan is the capital of Shandong, right?
Yes, capital of Shandong.
So you stay there for a lot of years?
Yeah, for a couple of years. Then Huawei acquired that company.
Oh, so you're part of
then I went to Huawei.
So it's a big company. So like you still do programming or something?
Yeah, actually there's nothing changed.
It's very
nothing changed. They keep our if called company or organization. Actually, they just put us as the new department. Okay. So inside there's nothing changed. Your boss still your boss. Is your customer still your customer? So then actually Huawei should appreciate they acquired us because they acquired us. That department is increased a lot.
So what is the specialty of that department? The billing or some processing, some stuff? Or?
Sorry, I even cannot remember the department name for many years. But yes, we're doing the boss. We're working for the boss.
Yeah.
Business of operation, operator system. After is CRM, ERP is all for China Mobile. The different pro ones. So I working for Shandong Mobile, China Mobile Shandong, China Mobile Ningxia, China Mobile Hunan, China Mobile Hebei, China Mobile Guangdong. So
you start really well. So get a lot of strong experience or strong background.
Yeah, what I could see, everything IT I learned actually from there.
So it's quick learner also.
Yeah,
learn really fast.
I have no choice. When I just go there, I don't know much, but I learn when doing the project.
But those like China Mobile is the giant, right? Giant telecom company. So
What? Sorry.
giant, huge, the big.
Oh yeah, giant. Yeah, it's big.
Yeah,
it's huge.
But so here, do you have a lot of pressure working there, or like?
No, I was very enjoy that process.
Really?
I know. Yeah. Every time when we have new project go online, even we won't sleep much each week. Every day probably we only sleep 2-3 hours. But at the moment, I was single.
Yeah.
So I have good pay.
Yeah. I guess they pay a lot.
I feel I'm very. At the moment, I feel I'm very proud of myself because at that age, you have opportunity to touch so huge system.
Yeah, big system.
Big system, huge,
very important system.
Huge amount of the data.
One command you can remove, you can create a big trouble, right?
Yeah. You if you check the financial report, you check everything. At the moment, we already touch every month. We already touch billion level of the data, billion level of income for the entire province.
Yeah, I guess that time, 2000, the beginning of like 21st century, I guess that's the time of the booming, everything.
Yeah, the booming actually from 2000 to 2005.
Yeah.
I remember when we go to the Ningxia province, they only have, actually in Ningxia, there are only less than 7 million, the population less than 7 million. At the moment, their China Mobiles probably they only have, how many? 100,000 customer. But when we finished the work, when we left, the more than 1 million. So in couple of years, they 10 times.
Yeah, 10 times.
So our system will be upgraded every year.
Because everyone was having cell phones.
Everyone have cell phone. Yeah, everyone.
Nokia was big one, Motorola, and what else?
Nokia is the biggest one. Yeah, I think Motorola was the second one.
Samsung, they have a popular slide Anycall. Remember that model Anycall? Anycall is very famous. It's small. That
time, which year is really
2004, 5, 3. So it's like you slide open. Like that time the cell phones they want to be small. They try to make it small and then they flip the cover, the screen, they flip, and then the Samsung has the slide one. So you cover and then slide, so you have the dial pad.
Okay.
That's this called Anycall. It's very popular.
Actually, I'm the guy. I'm not very care about this. I'm not very care about the cell phone. I'm more driven in the system. So
in the back.
Even now, the iPhone, the phone. My current phone is already used more than 3 years. Yeah, it's not about money. It's just I'm not interested. Even I'm the IT guy. The people is very know each of the laptop. What's the new product is available, but I'm not interested.
But
so even at that moment, I always use old phone. As long as it could work, it's fine. So
let me turn off the AC. It's too cold.
Yeah. Maybe we can adjust that. Okay.
But for the cell phone, I have a personal theory. It's like I always try to use the best because right now it's the efficiency. Like if you have like the iPhone 12 Pro something, increase your efficiency of doing everything. The speed of it's like laptop. You carry laptop. You don't want to use the 5-year-old laptop. You want to use the latest one.
Yeah,
that's my theory. Even you open the WeChat, it's super fast on the new phone.
Yeah. My rule is I don't want to waste anything. I feel any such of the phone, laptop, as long as it works, it won't affect my performance. I'm keeping using it. If I buy the new one, the old one will be go to the garbage. I mean, not through the garbage bin, but I never use it. It means it will be garbage. So I don't like to buy the new
Samsung
stuff.
or
iPhone? This one is still 3 years old Huawei.
Yeah.
Which I bought. Not bought. They give to me the which one? Sorry, the Rogers.
Rogers. Yeah.
The other one is the Google phone. So I don't have any iPhone yet, but I use Mac Pro. No.
But like you work for this big company, so your resume will look amazing, right? That time you have this all the big companies, big systems. So your resume or CV will look really good, right? So
in China maybe, but we decided to immigrate to. At the moment, we decided to immigrate to Canada. So I didn't pay attention for the market in China anymore. I just stay there to work I need to done at the moment. I use the part time to improve my French, not English, because at the moment I decided to immigrate to get back. So the French is the only way to pass the interview.
What time? What year you came here? Like
2006.
About the same year.
Yeah, end of 2006. We came here very fast. I remember when I get the notification, my visa is ready. Everything is ready. Is in October 2006. At the moment, I'm still working for the Guangdong, China Mobile Guangdong, and actually I was in Guangzhou with the project team. Okay. So actually I quit in Guangzhou. I told my boss, sorry, I need to leave. I need to go. The boss said, where you go? I said, I will go to Canada. So he has no way to stop me.
But that time, like, did you have like overseas trips before like that?
No, never.
That's weird. But how do you know like Canada is a nice place to try? Like,
I don't know. I think everything is a challenge. Yeah.
That's like
for something. Yeah, for something unknown. Maybe
that's a big.
Maybe give you something different. I mean, there will be some difficulty. There will be some challenges. We know that my wife and me know that, and at the moment, actually, we also have with my daughter. Right? Yeah, my daughter is less a year old. 1 year old.
Oh, so your son was born here.
Yeah, my son was born here. So we bring my daughter here together. Okay. So yeah, it's a lot of challenge.
Yeah, but, that's huge risk. Huge, like not risk, huge adventure, life adventure.
Yeah, we like to try. We didn't think much. I think, what kind of big risk? Probably I cannot find a job. Maybe I don't have enough money to live. That's the risk. I don't worry about to be the labor. I don't worry about just working for anything to make life better. I don't care much. So I didn't care much of the risk.
That's crazy. That's why maybe one of the character you want to be an entrepreneur to start your own company. Kind of that.
I never thought about that.
That's a spirit.
Never.
Like, yeah.
I never thought about that. So when I just came here, I remember I rent somewhere temporarily. It's only 40 days. So I don't know where I should buy the grocery, buy the meat, buy the vegetable. As in the corner there a grocery is it's a metro.
Okay, metro. Okay,
it's metro. When I've been there, the first time I've been there, I thought, wow, everything is so expensive.
Yeah, if you convert to Chinese currency.
Yeah, at the moment the currency is $1 Canadian is 7.5 or yeah. So they're so expensive. I feel I can afford to have the beef and the fish. You know, even now some beef in Metro is still very expensive. But at the moment, I have no idea. I thought this is the normal price. At the moment, so expensive. Even the potato, tomato is very expensive.
Yeah, it's we used to have the Chinese RMB money, so you see like, oh, this $1 will be like 7 or 8, right? Like dollars, so expensive.
Yeah. Always calculated like that at the beginning, always. So yeah, it's very hard. So at the beginning, I thought maybe I can work here, but I don't speak
French
much.
How was your French?
My English was very bad as well, because the French is the only way to pass the interviews. That's why my English even worse than when I graduated from the university.
How many points do you get for your French? There is total 16 points, right? Total 16 points that time.
I think its total is 18.
18?
But the other score was very well because it's IT and my age, my wife's age,
experience,
and they have a lot of different dimensions to measure you. But I remember they told me from 18, if I could get 2 points, I can pass.
Really?
Yeah. 2 of 18, I thought it shouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
So
I guess we went through the same credit system, I guess. Like French point and English as well.
Your immigration of Quebec as well?
Yeah. The same. We went to the same program.
How you learn French? You go to some program, you go to some class?
My French is really bad, even today. Only get but my wife was speaking some French, so the spouse, you can have 6 points, only 6 points. But English is 0 for spouse, but the French for spouse like 6 points or some 8 points or something. My wife got extra points for the French. So
yeah, same from like me. So because I need to work, I need to continue work. I don't want to lose my job at the moment if I failed the interview. So, but I need to keep in travel for the different province. It's very hard to join any program in the local. Maybe in Guangzhou, maybe in Jinan, maybe in Incheon. So when working somewhere, I'm looking for the local resources to can educate me or teach me the French. So it's very hard at the moment. There are not much people is learning French.
Crazy.
Even not much university they have French teacher.
But even the immigration to Quebec is not popular. It's it's not federal. It's not Canada federal. So it's interesting. How did you get that information to see like Quebec instead of go to the federal immigration program?
We paid for the consultant to speed up. So we paid them about how much? Maybe cannot remember how much. Maybe more than less than 30,000 China yuan. Yeah,
that's a lot of money. 30,000. Yeah, that's about
30,000 China yuan.
Probably average price.
Yeah, in Beijing, we found the consultant company in Beijing. So they told us.
Because that time was popular in Shenzhen, we have a lot of immigration companies. They prepare the paperwork for you. They
prepare the paperwork, and because I really have no time to learn the French, so they give me a question list about 100 question list. So I just
what's your name, something like that.
Yeah, I just try to remember of them. But eventually, during the interview, they asked me one question, which I remember when I was super excited. I tried my best to answer as much as possible to take most of the time during the interview. The question is pourquoi voulez-vous immigrer au Québec? Yeah, I remember the answer at the moment. At least that question I answered very well. Okay. So I think if I answer that question good, probably I can get that 2 points.
Yeah, get some points.
Yeah. Also, they asked me why You are the premier one because I'm the one to apply.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So why your French is
Not that good.
Yeah, your wife is better than you. I said I was very busy, so I don't have much time to learn the French. So anyway,
that's very
we passed.
That's very typical. Like a lot of immigrants, most time is the husband has to make money to support the family, right? So we don't have a lot of time to learn language.
Yeah, it's true. But I feel lucky. Yeah.
Actually, today I learned a new way to eat rice from you. I always put in my bowl. Now I put spread out on the plate.
The bowl is too small.
Yeah, too small.
If I put, I want to mix them, but I cannot do it in the bowl. So.
That's why on the top I need to make a little hole or something. Like it's kind of tricky.
I don't know what to say in English in this way. Actually, this is like in China, like called 盖浇饭.
盖浇饭, yeah. Now I put some rice here to mix in the rice bowl. This one very spicy.
Right? It's very spicy.
Yeah, very spicy. So for me, it's much easier. Before I came to Canada, I traveled a lot of places already. So kind of knew what's like. That time I knew I could survive easily. So I work in IT, so was learning English already. So it's kind of relatively easy. I could see I wouldn't have big trouble finding a job.
Okay. Yeah, I have no clue, but we want to try. My wife and me really want to try. I think the risk is limited. Anyway, Canada, they can support you.
Yeah, you got it. It's called like social safety net. At least you have, basic income, or not basic income, like you can have food, shelter, everything.
And you have medical care after 3 months, right? After you came here, they count you 3 months, so then they can cover you.
I thought right after you land, you're gonna...
No, 3 months.
Really?
Yeah, 3 months.
Yeah, I was not sick, so...
No. Yeah, actually at the moment we joke. Be very careful at the first 3 months. Good.
So when you first came here, like you had a very strong like IT background, but you did not start with the IT job. You did not find the IT job at the beginning.
At the beginning, I don't have confidence. I have confidence in China, but I feel my feeling told me I need to rebuild my confidence. I don't have much confidence because it's very hard for me to speak English. I tried to talk to some guy, agent, and send the email. And
it's very hard at the beginning to talk to a recruiter over phone.
It's very hard. I even worried to get the phone call. So
me too. It's kind of especially over the phone, like some hours. You see, you could not understand them.
No, I couldn't. So that's very hard. That actually destroyed my confidence. Then I went to the... Also, I think the other important thing, also at the moment, we don't have some social media and
we do not have
social network. No. I mean, like WeChat. We have QQ, but actually at the moment I don't use QQ much. At the moment I use MSN. I only know a couple guys here. I know nobody, but after I know a couple guys. But we came here at a similar time. So that's why we know each other. I don't know anyone who would have work experience locally in Montreal. I don't know anyone. So, but right now, if you just came here, you can know from anywhere. You can use
exactly.
the WeChat group, you can use
Facebook,
so many stuff.
LinkedIn.
At the moment, there's not much way to know that message, just know that information. So the only thing is you go to your
always post. You post on the monsters, right? That's monsters.
And the monster is someone told me.
Yeah, monster and Montreal or something. What is
Mostly it? For me, it's monster.
There's another one, Montreal. I guess some polis. Another website popular, like specific for Canada, I guess.
So when I came here, I learned from the older immigration. Told me, okay, you can go. Yeah, very specific.
And this one, be careful.
You can go to learn the start a business. You can get the loan and
from the government.
Yeah, you can get financial support from there if you go to school. So in the daytime, I go to the high school to learn the English.
That's free, right?
The free one. Maybe $30
for the registration.
Yeah, $30 to give you the book, and I learned from there for a couple of months. It helped a little bit. Then every evening I go to the school to take the start business training, mostly for the financial support. I remember when I do that, since I have daughter, so every month I can get about $900.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So take this for more than half a year. I start to know, okay, how to live. Yeah.
But after 6 months after that, were you starting looking for IT job?
Yeah. I need to start to do that. So in 2017, I take part in the other organization to learn how to find a job. They have 2 weeks training. But most of the training they
from Service Canada?
Not Service Canada, actually some agency. They will get money from the government, but they train you how to prepare your resume and how to make the cold call. Actually, that is for general worker. It's not for IT. But as you learn, okay, how can you prepare for the IT work, the CV, and what you should talk. For the cold call, as you make some cold call, at least it improve my ability to talk over the phone. It's helpful. 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I start to looking for the job officially, kind of officially. Yeah. Because before I always worried, okay, can I make it? So I don't want. Even right now, I think that some new guys still have the same feeling. Before I'm ready, I don't want to waste any opportunities. But maybe it's true, maybe it's false. It's hard to answer because someone, they know me, they ask me the same questions over the WeChat, similar questions. So I don't know. When you are ready, you'll never be ready.
Yeah, you'll never be ready.
You'll never be ready. So you just need to give yourself some pressure. You need to do it, push yourself.
That's good. So 2007, you get this training to start looking for a job. So for the program, it's relatively easy, right? It's kind of a high demand kind of a...
Yeah. But in the meantime, at the moment, my wife, we had the second baby.
Okay.
So my son is on the way. I think I need to make a little bit more money. I don't want to just stay in the apartment waiting for the phone call. So I try to looking for some way to make a little bit more. So I find the pizza. There's one pizza store shop there. Try to looking for the delivery guy. So I have a car, so I working for there. As when I have interview, I go to the appointment to meet them. And some interview I didn't pass, but then in the daytime, I go to deliver the pizza. But luckily, just 2 weeks, I just working for there 2 weeks. I get the phone call. So they called me, they said I passed the interview and they want to hear me. And I still remember the salary is 48,000.
That's not bad, right? 48,000 that time. Right now with the
Actually, I asked for 50,000. They said, "Oh, your English is not very well, so are you accept it?" For sure, I will accept it because when I'm working for the pizza shop to do the delivery,
just few dollars an hour, right?
6 hour. Oh, sorry, $6 per hour.
Jeez.
And then it will be tips when you deliver.
Yeah.
So they don't give you any gas fee, nothing, only $6. So
That's
yeah,
amazing.
for sure.
Michael, that's a good starting job, I guess, for a Java developer, right?
Yes, the Java developer. So I was super excited when they sent me the contract. They said permanent.
Yeah,
contract.
permanent. Yeah.
Actually, at the moment, what I meant permanent mean I signed the contract. I will working for this permanently the whole life. The whole life. I mean, I'm not allowed to change at the moment.
That's an interesting term, permanent employee.
Huh.
But in China, we don't have that. That time we did not have permanent thing, right? It's all everything contract, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
You sign contract for
what's the legal word for the contract in China? Because you sign 2 years, 3 years, then you need to resign or extend. I don't know what's the legal word to describe that.
Yeah, exactly.
So the permanent, I thought, okay. Then after I know, but everything is learned by take lesson. So I'm super happy. I think my new life is coming. The new stage, maybe called new stage. So I feel okay. I'm ready to be a immigration. I have a job. I can use money to raise the family. Then I start looking for the properties. I want to buy a house.
Yeah.
Someone told me, yeah, since you already have a job and your salary is not bad, why not to buy a house? So we take a look. We feel just buy the single house is too expensive at the moment. I know compared now, there's house is so cheap, but still, we learn. Okay, there have duplex. We have duplex, so someone can help me to help you to pay you for the mortgage, right? So eventually we bought the first house. It's duplex. So we moved in 2018.
2008.
Oh, sorry, 2008.
That's so relatively easy for you. Kind of not too bad, you know. It's like within a year you find a job like with.
Yeah, in about 6 or 7 months, I found a job. Then after I start to work, actually most of English I think I learned not from high school. Most of the language I learned from the work.
Yeah.
That's what I learned all the IT from when I started work. I'm not the guy like to study from school. I'm the guy like to study from working environment.
Really good. So the first job you stay for how long? Like normally they say like
1 year and a half.
Yeah. So once you get the first job in your kind of field, so gonna build up really quickly, right? Like easy. The second job where you get paid a lot more, I guess.
Not really. For me, it's different. My difficulty is not come from when I just came here. The difficulty comes when I lost my first job.
Really?
Actually, that changed my life. I have a friend said, your salary is not very high based on your experience.
Okay.
So you should make more. I said, what do you mean make more? You check online. So I think myself should be not a junior developer. Should be
senior.
Yeah, not senior.
Intermediate.
Yeah, some intermediate in the middle. So I check online. They said in this level, the salary should be around from 60,000 to 75. Then I have no clue how to negotiate the salary with the company. I have no clue. So I directly to talk to my boss. I said my salary is lower. He said, how long you came here? I said more than a year. Did you get a raise? I know never. He said okay, I know that. I said okay, next time I will talk to the real boss about what I expected.
Yeah.
Then after a week, they raised my salary from 480 to not 480, 48 to 50, around 50,
Yeah.
2,000.
2,000 increase.
So I said, okay, why? I said, you never asked me how much I wanted. Why you just raised me 2,000? Answer. My boss said, okay, are you not satisfied? I said, for sure, I'm not satisfied. Again, I have no clue how to deal with that. I said, yeah, I'm not satisfied. He said, okay. When the Friday coming, the big boss, the CEO, asked me to go his office. I said, okay, it's good time to talk about salary. They will increase my salary again. Actually, the first word they told me, okay, we like your job, we like what you contribute, what you did, your contribution, but now we're working with a customer in France. So the compliance, you don't speak French. And you never reply the email by French.
Okay.
So they compliance. So I have no way. So thank you for your services. Let me go.
Jeez.
At the moment, I realized, okay, it's not right way. Not at the moment. After that, I said, oh, okay, I told my boss, don't worry. If because of my salary, I'm okay. Keep my salary, even 48 is fine.
Yeah.
I never plan to leave. I just want to negotiate for my salary. Then he said, okay, there's nothing relevant to your salary. It's just because you cannot speak French. I have no choice. So yeah. If the boss said, okay, if you find a new job, if you need reference, you can call me.
Yeah, always nice, right?
Yeah. Do you want some coffee? Blah blah. No, that's why then I left. I left just 1 week before Christmas. I lost my job.
Yeah, that's kind of a personal revenge. I guess it's the boss did not like the way you negotiate there.
I don't know. Maybe because during the holidays there are a lot of paid holidays. They can even save that money. So anyway, I left the job. That's not the bad thing. The bad thing is at the moment, 2018, 2019, the entire economic is very bad.
Oh yeah,
I then talked to the Ericsson. I talked to the CGI. I talked to their several of them. They're interested. They're interested in my profile. They feel my experience is good. But eventually, HR always said, "Okay, sorry, because the economic stuff reason, their HR is freezing all the new hires." So I don't have experience. I don't have much opportunity to find a new job.
That time I remember, like in Shenouhang, the Ericsson, a lot of Chinese employees from China. They're working for Ericsson. That time, a lot of them, they were directly hired from China.
From China, okay.
Because the same apartment, I guess 2006 or 2007, we were renting an apartment in Shenouhang.
Okay.
Like in the same building, several Ericsson.
Yeah, because Ericsson at the corner of 15 and 14, it's very close to Shenouhang.
So a lot of Chinese, they work like they come here like sponsored by company. But I was working that time, 2008. So I did not feel the market, the what is that, the problem of the house market, right? I guess the same year with the financial a little bit unstable.
Yeah. For me, that's what I said. Just came here. It's not very hard for me. It's not hard time. I kind of enjoy. Yeah, I know I don't speak much English and French. It's hard to communicate, but I expect that I can improve myself. But after I lost my job, you are not in that position anymore. You already stay here for a couple of years, 2 years, 2006, 2008, yeah, almost more than 2 years. Then you suddenly have nothing. You need to pay the mortgage. You still need to pay the mortgage. Your EI only can support you for 6 months.
Yeah, a lot of times before you talk raising your salary, you have already looking for a job to find a backup plan. A lot of times,
that's what I said. I have no clue. I have no clue about anything. Because even in China, I never changed the job.
Yeah. At least, yeah, that's the lesson probably. At least you try to find another job to see how much other company can pay you, right? Then you know, okay, I probably can get like 60,000 a year from another company. So you can take that number to talk to your current company.
Have a counter offer.
Yeah, to see like, okay, I can get paid 60,000.
That's why I always like mention, I don't know the culture. I have no clue, and I didn't consult any of my friends. At the moment, I don't have much friends.
I guess you mentioned this recommendation. There was a website at the time. Someone told me the same thing. The local guy, like for a certain job, how many experience, like what is the recommended salary range, right? He showed me that too. That one exactly the same thing. I can recall. Like my local friend here told me, okay, you work for IT for this many years, and then you could be like this kind of position. Your salary range could be between this and this.
Yeah.
So that's like that's a lesson, you know. Sometimes always have a backup plan.
Yeah.
It's a personal grudge. It's a grudge. I guess the personal revenge. They did not like the way you negotiate the price. But I guess that time with the experience in China, and then 1 year or 2 you catch up the local experience and the language thing. You are entitled. You are supposed to pay a big increase, to be honest, because does not have the local experience here for a year or 2. And your current experience in China would be valuable as well, right? It will be added to, okay, you have 7 years, 6 years experience, right? So they should have paid you more, but somehow, you know, sometimes maybe their own budget or something, they did not like the way you negotiated, maybe. That's why they said, okay, just teach this, just let this guy go, maybe.
Yeah, I think I think it's not their fault. Actually, it's my fault. Because I never consulted anyone. I just want to be kind of very naive. I want to be honest with them. I feel, okay, I just be honest, you should trust me. Right? If you don't give it to me, I'm fine. That's why at the beginning I saw the permanent means I still feel permanent means you can work here permanently. Right? Now you understand why I said the permanent. At the moment, I still feel, okay, I can work this for the whole life. I committed it when I just signed the contract. I even want to be the cashier in the Metro's grocery. I know I'm with the software engineer. I was very happy. So I never thought I will leave. But anyway, it happens. So I need to find a way to make money. I need to find a way to find a job. But it's very hard. So, but I still need to find a way to make money. I need to pay the mortgage. At the moment, my son is less than a year, only half years old. So it's very hard. I'm the only one to make money at the moment. So I could find a job. I just found a job for 1 month contract. And then I traveled to Sherbrooke City, their contract. They want to find some Oracle developer to implement some procedure or to do some transportation of the data from the old ERP system to new ERP system. So I worked with them for less amount.
Just 1 month?
Yeah, because that's the project they need to find someone to do conversion or transportation from the old Oracle ERP to the new ERP system. So they give me the rule what they need, what the information they need. They give me the documentation about the old system. I need to learn from table by table how to join the different information and put to the new table. So this is temporary work, less than a month. They pay me $30 per hour.
That's really low.
Right? Yeah, it's low, right?
Yeah, it's low.
But I feel it's high because before I just get about $25 and $30. I work there every day. I work almost 12 hours.
So you pay 12 hours?
Yeah, as long as I'm working in the office because they pay me for my hotel. So I have the timesheet. I write, okay, I came here at 9. I leave at maybe 11 p.m. Around 12 hours. Sometimes even more because it's contractor. You can work as long as you want, right? It's not the employee. So yeah, I work there. Then I feel okay. Maybe my time will come again, so I will find the other job. But after that contract, I couldn't find anyone. Then from the website, I saw there's some partner. They're looking for some guy to working part-timely. So I went there. They pay me $30 for 12 hours from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. $30 for 12 hours to clean up and to organize all the bottle stuff and for the deliver. For the deliver, they have the bicycle. You need to deliver the beer, anything, the cigarette or anything to the, and you get all the tips. The best day I can get about $90 tips and plus $30 is $120. But sometimes it's bad day.
Why only $30 for how many hours you said?
12 hours.
12 hours.
The $30 were paid by the owner of the department.
That's only less than $3 per hour.
Yeah. They want to give you this opportunity to work a little bit, but you will be motivated by the tips.
Yeah, but the tips, like, that's not much. It's not even the minimum wage.
It's all cash. That's the market price at the moment. I asked others the same.
They're the same, yeah. It's kind of the demand, supply, the market system.
Compare the new immigration right now, I mean about 10 years before.
Yeah.
At the moment, most of immigration like us is poor. They need money. They need to work. But not right now.
No, yeah, it's totally different.
No.
It's different. Yeah. Okay. Do you need more rice?
No.
I probably get one more rice downstairs. A lot today. I eat a lot of rice today. I turn on the AC. It's hot. It is really hot. So you work for that department for how long? Like several years?
For a couple of months. Because that, they told me they give me some image to do the comparison. if I work as a developer at the moment, I feel if you're working as a developer, your salary is very hard to more than 80,000 at the moment in my network. Okay, I consulted some friends. It's 80,000. It's very high.
Very high at that time. Yeah.
But the owner of the department, they can make easily more than 80,000, and most of them it's cash.
Yeah.
It's true, right? Up to now, even up to now. So maybe continue to be a developer. Maybe it's not good choice at the moment. So I start looking for run a department, a small grocery. That's why I have the even bigger failure is waiting for me. The big hole. I just looking for the good opportunity to jump inside. I never saw it. Then the story is like I expected. I found a small grocery. I have my partner, but when I came in, as that is actually what time? 2010, early of 2010. We start looking for the department in end of 2019.
Okay, 2009. Yeah. So you and your friend like partner together to buy a department.
A department or small grocery is all okay.
But that time the department was not
Very
expensive.
It's kind of expensive because we don't have much money. Now department is even cheaper because not much people want to purchase.
Really? So I thought that it peaked like 7-8 years ago or some 10 years ago. That's about your time.
That's high because a lot of people they couldn't find a job, then they go to department. Young immigration, they have a little bit money, they still need to find the business want to do. Actually, there are 2 years department price is higher.
Yeah,
a lot of people is looking for that.
I was told that some years ago, maybe about 2008 or 9, the department you can spend like $150,000 through 550, so you can make like $100 a year, something revenue like that.
So yeah, at the beginning, it's how much you can make is the price you sell.
Same year.
Yeah, but after is 1 year and a half, even someone more than 2 years. So anyway, the story like that. We went inside. We have no any business idea. We have no any business experience. We even don't know how to validate the business. Then we just jump inside. Then the first day we realized we.
But didn't they kind of teach you a month or week at least to show you how to get the supply or something like?
They're too easy to trust the other people. Yes, you're right. But we did something, but we didn't do great homework.
That time, how much money you pay for that? It's 100,000 or the total cost, or
both of us paid around about that.
So it's
more than that.
So it's about 200,000.
But I feel because that I lose about 80,000.
But if a lot of people saying
almost lose everything I put in.
But why? A lot of people saying you cannot lose money running a department because like if you are doing things okay, doing things right, you cannot lose money because
that's the department is only one guy is working inside. We're doing the small grocery. Inside they have vegetable, they have meat. You need to hire the employee to do it. You need to hire employee to order. For sure you can do, but not everything you can handle. There are too many work, and you need to pay very high rent.
Before they had to pay people to do the work as well, right?
Yes. Actually,
somehow they make money. Somehow they make
I
money.
don't think they make money. So that's why they fix something unknown.
Okay, so they made up some numbers.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, when we go inside, when we check the bank account, when we know what's the real, how much income, how much you need to pay out, we realize that. I mean, again, it's not anyone's fault. It's my fault.
That's kind of it's kind of grocery. It's like bigger than department, right? You have
it's big.
You have
it's big one.
Yes, vegetable is tough. Like sometimes they expire. Next day, 2 days, they kind of
they're very tough.
Yeah, you need to throw them all. So that's like me, like doing IT and then doing a small business.
Very tough.
Yeah, but you lose money. That's really bad. That's really tough. Very, very.
I lose that money, and actually I lose more than half years. Yeah, more than half years.
Yeah.
To do nothing, because that half year I even don't have any income.
Yeah.
Because just running that to make sure it's not closed, and to sell to someone else. And when we sell, we even didn't.
Oh, the money you lost is the price of the store jobs, right?
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, the investment.
Yeah.
Then we use very, very cheap price to sell to the new owner. So that's why we lose. Something like you, right?
Like the on rule. We have to give people money.
Yeah, something like that.
Because you're tied to a lease to the property. So.
Yeah, that is the hardest date. Every day is the hardest date for me. I need to go to the store very early, before 8 a.m. So even my wife needs to send the kids to daycare. I cannot do it. And I come back at 11, around 10 or 11 p.m. And almost 7 days. And I bring zero. I even need to get money from the home back to store sometimes if we don't have money to order or don't have money to pay back to bank.
That's like the life I'm living right now.
No.
Come very early, leave very late. I mean 7 days. I work 7 days right now.
No.
It's like me.
I mean, financial situation different.
I don't know. I'm not sure we're making money right now because of the pandemic. This crazy, like they said, goddamn virus. This this virus ruined everything. It's kind of
Anyway, that's the biggest lesson I learned in my life, in my whole life.
Half a year. I lost money. Half a year.
Yeah, I'm keeping thinking myself, what should I do? What I will do next? I'm keeping asking my questions. So after that, I'm different. Actually, when I just find the first job, I'm not very ambitious. I'm not very aggressive. I just think I'm just doing what I'm doing. It's okay. I follow the rule. I just follow that. Yeah, go to work, after work, stay with family. But after this, I'm kind of changed. I'm more clear who I am, what I want to be, what I want to do.
More aggressive. Money.
Not only money, but when you do something good, the money will come automatically. So, I mean,
ambition. You got some ambition now.
So anyway, it's helped me and give me the second chance to reevaluate myself. So that's why I felt that's the big. And my wife said the same thing. He felt before you still like a case because you look like lucky when you graduate from university, you find a job, you go to you get paid good salary, you immigrate, you want to immigrate, and then you're successful, came to Canada, you find a job, everything looks
easy.
very smooth, easy.
Smooth, easy.
But after that, you realize, okay, there's a big hole.
Yeah, you always fall like big time. You need to fall big time to realize like I need to change directions. So you go back to the IT again, right?
Yeah, I went back to the IT. Actually, at the beginning, is the end of 2020. It's a startup. It's all Chinese people. Okay. It's only 4 or 5 people. I went there. They pay me 30,000 per year.
Okay, that's even much less.
Yeah, but I was super happy.
I did the job, right?
Yeah, the job. I do the same thing. Maybe they pay more, but I do the job. I go back to have the second chance to go back to working as a developer. I start to code, but I'm different. Like I mentioned, I'm the different guys compared before. So I know what I want. So I worked in there for 6 months, and I didn't ask the salary be increased. I just looking for
the jumping board.
I mean, at the beginning, I want to stay there, but after that, I realized there's not much opportunity for me, which I wanted, so I left it in 6 months, and my salary was increased from 30 to 65.
Gee, that's the good salary.
Yeah, I work in the second company. It's local company. It's all speak English or French. I stayed there for 6 months again. I realized it's very relaxed. I have not much thing to do. They give me the job. I can finish a day. They say, okay, this take 1 week for you. I said, no, I finish it. They said, okay, let me find out what you can do next. Then they give me next week. I have nothing to do. I only go to online to chat, to watch the video. They don't care.
Okay.
But that's not the place I want to go. Maybe this is a very suitable place for me for my first job, but not at that moment. Then I quit it in 6 months again because I feel I want to do more. And I found the third job. So it's MindGeek.
Okay.
So the salary was increased from 65 to 75. So
that's a quick increase, like you move up really quickly.
Yeah, kind of, because I again, it's the goal. It's something change you, something push you. I'm keeping push myself. Then when I go inside, I still know what I want to do. They give me some simple job. At the moment, I start play with Hadoop, start play with some new technology, something relevant to big data. I try to get more responsibility, show my abilities from the big boss. So when I have a chance to talk to the CTO, actually, they have challenges. I feel I'm still lucky guy. They want something to take that responsibility. They want someone could be challenges to do it. Because at the moment, the CTO of the MindGeek called Perry, he said he want to do the database as service. He want to using the different database, not only MySQL, and some other challenges. That's all I take it. And some idea I did and something I learned from the Huawei actually in China at the moment, I remember, I said in my system, the number is huge, the database is huge.
Okay, the database.
So I kind of built the solid foundation, the knowledge base to do what he wants me to do. So it's a big challenge for a lot of people, but not for me. So what he want to do, I just used 1 or 2 weeks, did it. Everyone left. I went in the MindGeek. At the moment, they call MindOne. So over time I worked until maybe 10 p.m. during at the office. So no one asked me to do it. I just want to do it by myself. So I just in a week or 2 weeks, I delivered what he wanted, and I showed demo to him. He's very excited. Wow, this I really want to have, and you take so less time to finish it. So I built my reputation at the beginning, very early beginning, because when you have reputation, when you build this trust, they will give you more and more, and you can show your ability. Opportunity is very important. So then it's coming. They build the team. I will be the first one, the team. So I'll be the team leader, and the department coming. I will be the manager, and my salary from 75 to 85, 95. 110, 112, and eventually it will be 160 in couple of years. So my title will be developer, software developer, senior developer, leader, senior leader, manager, blah blah. So it take me about 7 years, stay there for 7 years. I feel I still have. I didn't reach the goal because at the moment I saw the MindGeek still have a lot of projects I can work on. I build the system, and of course, company is very satisfied. I built a lot of projects in the MindGeek.
How do you build that? Is it kind of need some language to build or some like still a programming, right? But
yeah, of course,
it's just like a process a lot of data, like a huge database.
Yes, not only database. At the moment, we also start to using the big data knowledge technology like the also cloud. I combine them together. NoSQL, SQL database, NoSQL database, and distribute infrastructure for processing and combine them together to build MindGeek data platform. So I call them, it's called ecosystem. The goal is the moment in my mind is we will build the solid platform to process the entire, it doesn't matter front end or back end, entire data, it doesn't matter financial data or any streaming data. Any information will come from here. We have solid, something called data lake.
But that will take a lot of people, a big team to develop, and then lot of hardware to support, right?
The hardware we don't care. We just apply the new server. We manage them. I don't know now, but at the moment, 100 servers is behind this platform.
That's crazy. So that's kind of really a successful story then, from like a huge company. The MindGeek is huge in Montreal.
Yeah, it's huge in Montreal, and it's very helpful for me. And again, it's build my personal confidence.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge confidence.
Your confidence will come from you and the other people. When you did something, the other people is satisfied, and they trust you. They give you trust. They satisfied. They help you to build the reputation. Combined together is confidence. So the system is processing 100 billion records every day.
Jeez.
So everyone know me. They told my team is not big, about 10 people at the beginning. They feel my team is not much people, did so many projects. So our team is most of the efficient team.
Yeah, most efficient.
Yeah, in the whole company. That's the other reason my salary can go increase higher quickly.
Yeah, it's crazy. You don't see a lot of people kind of grow that fast. Especially the challenge, like I know some Chinese immigrants, sometimes once they arrive in Montreal, like some people even spend 2 years to learn English or French, right? A lot of people say, okay, let's prepare. A lot of people, they prepare like 2 years, 3 years for the English or French, especially English for the IT guys in Montreal. A lot of people, and a lot of guys, they all speak some level of English, so it's okay to work in a company here.
Yeah, sometimes it's just take too many time, waste your time to learn. You can learn from different way, from different where. And someone said, okay, I want to jump here, but give me 3 years to finish my bachelor.
Yeah.
Maybe you can choose the easy way, but again, it's really depends on the people. As long as you want to move up, it's good thing.
Yeah, before people always like at the time like 2007, 8, 6, or 2010, the Chinese immigrants, at least when they came here, they have the pressure of the financial pressure, family situation, so they need to make money. Right now, even the new wave of immigrants, a lot of them we know, they are called investment immigrants or business. At least they have money, a lot of money already, so they don't have to work technically. So financially, they don't have to work for their money can support them for a lot of years.
Yeah. I feel during those times, 7 years, I learned a lot, and especially I already always repeat that the confidence give you feel how well you evaluate yourself again. The valuation is very important. How you think yourself. Yeah. So at that moment, I realized I could be a good developer. Then I be a leader. Yeah, I was a leader in China, but here different. I proved to the company I also could be a good leader because my team is mostly efficient. I could be the good manager because I deliver some product even before they ask for. Yeah. But when I try to deliver, they realize, yeah, this is really what they want. Yeah. So my vision is even further than what the product manager. So because I know what the next step should be for this business. So I have some business inside. This is some developers they don't have. I want to continue to developing this because I know if you only working for yourself, if you only work in the technical field, you are limited yourself. So I realized I not only want to be a manager, I want to even be bigger. I want to be the director. I even want to be VC, but the door is not easy to open in MindGeek. It's not easy. Then I think I could be the good CTO. So when working in the MindGeek, I'm also looking for the different opportunities. It could go higher. So yeah, that opportunity came, and I helped the company, the FaimData, part-timely to help to reorganize their products, reorganize their technical team. It was very successful. So they want me to join as the co-founder, right? So I left the MindGeek.
So that's the thing. A lot of times you don't want. Some people, when you find a good spot, like in MindGeek, the big companies, you don't want to leave. It's comfortable. Yeah, it's comfortable. Like a lot of it's like a lot of people know you. You already have a good position. And
you don't need work much. I mean, you be there, you check this done, the whole day is done. You take a couple meetings. So
to be the CTO or something, it may take maybe another
the different challenges.
Yeah, maybe like after maybe another 10 years, probably you could achieve that position sometimes. But anyway, like on the management role, like manager or like even director. Like a lot of immigrants, they always have this, I don't know, I spoke with a lot of people. They always feel like with our language skills, we can never be a manager. It would be very difficult to be a manager, right? A lot of people will tell you that. Like our French is bad, English is not good, not very good. So a lot of them, they even probably they themselves, they are good leaders, but they do not see themselves like can be a manager one day in Canada, in Montreal, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that's the part. It's very inspiring, to be honest. It's like we see. I work in IT. I see. I met a lot of Chinese guys. Like they are really good. Some they can lead a team. A lot of them in China, they're big manager. Like they have like they manage like 100 people or 200 people, like huge projects, huge team. But here they just like bury their head and then just doing coding all the time, like whatever they even could not be they did not even want to be a team leader. So just want to a member of the team to say, okay, assign me something, so I finish my part. So a lot of times you see them good leaders, good skills to be a leader. They can finish a project or design a project.
Yeah.
So it's very. So your story could be really inspiring to a lot of people. You know, it's especially like we are first generation immigrants.
I just feel the management. Yeah, I was scared as well. A lot of people for sure also be scared to talk something you're not very good at, like the languages. But the management will be tricky. When you talk about the management, it's not only the language. Language is only a small portion of your management skill.
Yeah.
The skill could be many. Your strategy, your communication. I mean, even the communication is not only languages, it's communication. The way you talk, it's not me. Okay, my English is limited. If anyone continue to watch what we are talking now, they already realize my English is not very good.
Like our second language.
Where I'm trying to use the simple word and wording use some the financial, no, the fantastic word. It's hard for me. But as long as you can make this work, as long as you make some people understand you, the management sometimes is not only talking, it's also about feeling and trusting, and I can count on you or you can count on me, something like that. It's complex. It's not only word, it's feeling. When you build the feeling, you have other stuff can make up your bad language. Okay, I cannot talk the beautiful story to you because of my limited languages, but I can use a different way to gather your trust.
Yeah, it's very difficult for me. I always try to be a manager. I always try to manage something. I have a lot of good ideas, but also some people just don't listen to you, or something very difficult to deal with people. Like even sometimes you have good ideas. I don't know how. It's very tricky to have people listen to you or agree with you. Very difficult. Like a lot of time myself, I think I have a lot of good ideas in the team. I think this way will improve the efficiency, this way will make it better. But when you tell them, sometimes people just don't listen to you or ignore you. Maybe that's maybe the personality or the leadership, whatever. It's very tricky, very tricky. I always want to be a leader, but never be a leader. So that's something, you don't get something you always admire, something you can never get. But part of the reason, like I have a restaurant also, like in my IT job, I want to be a leader. I was very close to be a leader, in a small team leader, but then I failed. So kind of I have to lead something. So you have to. So I create a company so I can be a boss. So that's the power. I pay the money to buy, something like that. So it's how how do you manage people sometimes? Like if you see different people, personalities, some people they like to agree with you, some people they just don't like to agree with you, some people they want to work less or they work more, some people they self-driven, very disciplined, so you kind of give them something or they're gonna finish really nice or they can even finish more. Some people have problems, some people it's below average in your team, you're gonna talk to them, or it's very tricky, or you can upset somebody. Or
yeah, I know what you ask is very good, and it's a very hard question. It's a big question.
You deal with people, the management, manage people, it's very hard.
Yeah, deal with people and talk of the management is very hard to discuss this topic without any scenario or the context. You always need to put you in some scenario, then we can start to talk, because people have all kind of people. Everyone have his very unique personal characters. Right?
That's the thing. People succeed for reasons.
Yeah.
That's why you can never be a manager.
So it's very hard, but the things everyone has the feeling. You have your feeling, I have my feeling. So the feeling is very important. When you be here, you say, okay, yeah, this guy, it looks like a boss. You can't have that feeling. So you need to give other people the feeling. You are the leader. It doesn't matter you are the team leader or your manager or your boss. You let them to feel. They'll follow you. They will get the benefit. Why the people come to work? They want to make money? Right?
Yeah,
they want to convert some to valuable stuff, experience. They want to get a better experience. They want to learn more knowledge, or they want to make money, or they want to increase their money, or maybe they want to improve like you. You want to be the leader. They want to be a leader as well. Maybe they think if you're a leader, maybe you can help them to let them be the leader sooner. This is how a different requirement from the different people. You need to know the people. This is important. Not let them to feel how to fit you, but you need to try to fit them. You need to adjust yourself, use the different languages, use the different communication ways. And you say someone they like challenges, they don't want working on a boring job. Someone really they really enjoy the comfortable zone. They don't want to work on the challenging stuff. These two kind of people, which one is useful for you? Actually, both. When you're in the team, you always have something boring. You always something have challenges. When you know your people, you know which one should be assigned to who. As long as you make the balance between the different people, that balance you need to consider the personality. Inside the balance dimensional matrix, you will have more comfortable and more flexible to use them and make them happy. I know this will be a little bit tricky, but again, must be hold in a scenario. I feel I'm good like that in MindGeek, in FaimData, or even in my current company. I think I'm good like that. I know each of them. Even I don't talk much, I know this guy is suitable than what job, and he will be satisfied. I know who is more ambitious and which opportunity will be given to who.
Okay. So.
And I kind of I could feeling that. So the team I'm building, it doesn't matter MindGeek, FaimData. They all happy work with me. Most of them, I cannot make everyone happy. If one day I make everyone happy, maybe for me I think it's not possible. You always have good one. You always someone you want to get rid of.
Yeah. Or they live by themselves sometimes.
Or you let them go. It's all happen, but you at least you make most of the guy happy by deliver something or make the entire team performance better. I mean, you have some measurement. Not only happy, I don't have work. I'm not that kind of. You let them to deliver what they want to do. They are happy. You pay. They mostly happy. Not only you pay. They're happy. They're proud of what they deliver.
Yeah, they achieved something.
Yeah, they happy. You give them opportunity to let them achieve their own goal. This is very important. This is the way you can take the leverage of that.
Yeah, that's really crazy. So, like my career finished, I guess my professional career finished. I always wanted to be I had the same ambition, a similar ambition at the beginning. I wanted to be a career, whatever, the manager, whatever. Want to really be good at the IT job or manage the IT team. So that failed. So, but for you, like for the FaimData, I know that company you showed me before. It's a AI company, right?
Yes.
It's AI and big data together, I believe.
Actually,
mainly
AI.
It's very hot field. It's still very popular today, right?
I feel not really, because we still didn't find the good customer. and I have a little bit different vision with the founder, so I left.
But AI itself is still like technology is still popular. It's making money, right? It's, any technology does not make money, it won't last long, right?
I think AI is still good.
Making robots, or even the Tesla is a huge AI company right now. The Tesla.
Yeah. I mean, AI is good, but compared with 2 years before, a lot of people, even the media mainstream, they feel AI is everything. AI will be leading the world. AI can do everything. They treat AI as magic.
Yeah.
But right now, the people is really kind of change. They know AI is helpful.
Yeah.
We can do something, but not everything.
Yeah, not everything.
Yeah, it's not. We're driven as AI, not as crazy as before.
Yeah, it's kind of a fatigue. It's kind of fatigue. You're tired of this AI thing. Because like you can promise some money for some time, but you cannot promise for 5 years or 10 years all the time on a promise.
I feel AI still have a long way to go.
Yeah. But I heard like the Tesla, like if they put the AI on the autopilot or the self-driving, that would be crazy. That would be really the practical.
Yeah, before compare with Tesla, actually yesterday I read an article about the newest version for the autopilot. Before Tesla using a lot of sensor.
Yeah, the radar. Now it's the
image. And now cameras. They go to pure
camera.
Vision. Yeah, camera. Yeah. The computer vision.
Yeah, computer vision. Yeah.
And they don't want to go back because the computer vision right now, based on the current situation, is more accurate and less expensive.
Yeah. And yeah, I read the same thing, similar thing. The radar, they removed the radar detection. Yeah. No radar at all.
Yeah, that's still tricky. It's still hard. We say, okay, final decision which one will be better, because the challenge is during the night. Radar still can work in the dark scenario, but the vision, the camera is very hard to work in there. At least the accuracy will be lower during the dark scenario.
So you have all this, especially starting the MindGeek, you kind of your career like took off, right? That's really great stuff. Your great career stuff like MindGeek, but then you have the FaimData. It's like
FaimData. What I learned is I start to talk directly to the product. I make the product, all the specification, what's the requirement, product by myself, and I talk to the customer.
On the business side as well?
Yeah, on the business side. I mean, the partner is all the other, like a Google.
Yeah.
The Google is a cinema, right? I met the Mr. Google, the owner, several times, and I talk about Sleep Country. Sleep Country, like the Domu is actually the head office in Toronto. Yeah. I met them for 2 times. Yeah. Also the bookstore.
Yeah. Chapter.
The chapter was acquired by that one. Forget the name. Okay. So yeah, I met them.
Indigo.
Yeah.
Indigo is big.
I met Indigo. Yeah. The border in the Indigo. I also went to the New York to meet several big guy in New York. I mean, this is opportunity for me as well. I need to meet a different guy before I just met the manager level, but then I can meet
so that gives you the access to the real people,
Yeah, to understand how to talk with them, what kind of way to talk to them.
So if the MindGeek give you the chance to meet the real porn star, probably you won't leave. Real people. I met this huge star, right? If they give you the chance to meet a star, you won't leave. But this is gonna give you another stepstone to the the current it's not a job. It's not a job anymore. like you are the founder of before was co-founder of FaimData, right?
It's also the challenge. I mean, the challenge is me. Everyone have a challenge every day, but you cannot pass all the challenges. This one, the FaimData will be challenge for me, and I feel I passed it. So I can even do it better if I make the decision by myself. That's why I'm continue to doing. So I start the own business because I can feel okay. The founder actually is blocking me to go further.
Okay.
So why not to be the founder by yourself?
Yeah, entrepreneur, the business owner.
Oh.
Yeah. So what is the current one right now? The name is something.
Strato.
Yeah, Strato. Yeah.
Yeah, actually we cut the first part of the word stratosphere.
Okay.
So stratosphere, so strato.
Okay. So what is this? So you start this company by yourself, and what do you do with this company?
Yeah, actually we try to build the decentralized infrastructure service provider to the blockchain industry and to the traditional industry. We want to provide the decentralized storage. We want to provide decentralized database and decentralized computation. We want to combine them together to build the decentralized cloud.
But that's like cloud already.
I mean, the decentralized cloud.
Okay, cloud is,
In decentralized, what's the decentralized mean? What's the Web 3? Now they say Web 1, Web 2, 2.0. Like you show me the newspaper.
Yeah.
On the 2.0 Chinese restaurant. So we want to build the Web 3. Right now, there are a lot of different they have the different okay.
The CDN network, right?
It's not the CDN. CDN is the content delivery network.
Delivery.
But I mean, there are a lot of definition of the Web 3. But for me, I feel Web 3 is two important measurement. One is equal right.
Okay.
You're in the Twitter, the other one in the Twitter, even the Jack, the boss of the Twitter. You should have be equal. It doesn't matter who you are, how rich you are, how powerful you are. You will be equal. This is important for Web 3, 3.0. The other important is the ownership of your data. I mean, you generate YouTube video. You generate video and upload to YouTube. This data belong to you or belong to YouTube? This is the question. They can block your account if you violate something. For example, if today we talk about some politics stuff, maybe we cannot upload, right? It's who own the data, who generated the data should be owned. But you take a look, the Facebook, the Google, and the Twitter, they use your data to make money.
Yeah, but they by their rules, you still own the data, right? The user still own the data. You can export the data to wherever you want to bring them, right? That's by the
they already have some exceptions. It's not good time to talk that here. So who own the data? So the Web 3 for me, equal right we already mentioned. I think the other important Web 3, we should own the data. Who generated the data? Who should own that? The ownership always owned by the owner. So that's important. So we want to use this blockchain, decentralized database, decentralized computation, decentralized storage, four of them together to build the Web 3. That's what we are doing.
But how do you make money if everything is free, equal? Who's making money by paying the contribution, whatever the...
That's good. That's the beauty of the blockchain. You know, when you have the blockchain, you already issue your token. Your token is your money. You can sell the token to get the money. So mostly important, we're not a traditional business. So we're not selling your stuff to the business guy, to the different company, they pay your bill. So we deliver something to the community. As long as the community, some customer come to using your system, they will have confidence. They can see the future of your stuff. Your token price will be higher. When your token price be higher, your token is something like your equity. For example, you have an equity stock of Amazon. You can sell them in the market to get the money, right? So it's a little bit different. This is also a big topic. I don't want to open that topic as too deep. So anyway, so
it's totally a blockchain and infrastructure.
Decentralized infrastructure.
Yes. But you have to. So this gonna be not only your company cannot build all these hardwares, but it will.
No, we don't build the hardware. We're just building the code.
Yeah, building the code. So a lot of participants, the users, they put their hardware resources on the network.
Yeah, they join our network by contribute or adding their servers to the network. So it's easier. You just think about Uber, Airbnb. Uber is platform. Uber don't own any taxi car, and Uber don't have any drivers. But they're still the biggest taxi company, something like that, right? It's two-sided market.
But I know that. So if they want to participate to contribute their computing power, for example, their computer or servers, so they have to run your code.
Yeah, they need to install our code or deploy our code.
But your code has to be very light and efficient.
Yeah, for sure.
Very, very light, maybe several meg the size.
It's maybe not like that. Now it really depends on how big is the library and how many stuff you're doing. But we're just build the foundation, the foundation stuff. What we want is by provide the services, we want our customer or our community come to using this foundation to build their own applications. Okay, where you are using some services, right? Your service is built on what? Most likely is using the AWS or Google. So Google Cloud, AWS, they're providing any services just for providing the services, not directly to the end customer. They're fit to the business. Your services actually is using the AWS. Something like us, we're Stratos. You're using some decentralized DAPP, not using Strato directly, but the DAPP developer, they are using Stratos. You are using them. So we provide...
that's actually, I think I'm quick on this one. I understand how that works. But another thing is, like, if they need to find, for example, to install a server, use like your decentralized infrastructure, they want to install a server. But how do they apply the license or the software for the server? So they still buy through their own channel to buy for the Linux server or the Windows server. If they want to have the resources hardware or the virtual hardware infrastructure through your interface, your platform, they purchase a cloud, decentralized cloud. But they still need to buy the Windows server, the software, right? So where do they buy? They don't buy? Or
sorry, the first thing I didn't get your question.
So they buy the resources, hardware, like like one customer. They want to build their web server for some application.
Oh, okay.
They want to build an application. They go to your platform to like AWS. Like they want to buy some power, the resources, but they still need to build a Windows server on this platform. But how do they buy the Windows server? So you provide the interface as well for them to buy the Windows license software.
I understand. If you want to build, you want to build a website. For example, you want to build a new website, right? I mean, we're not the hosting. We want to be the decentralized cloud, but that will take time. That's why we start with storage. We start with storage. We start with database. We start with computation. But we're not doing the GoDaddy stuff, right? GoDaddy.
Yeah.
Actually, you're asking for the hosting services.
Yeah.
Right now, we don't have a hosting service, but you want to build your website on the hosting services. It doesn't matter.
No,
Windows.
but let's maybe want to have a database services like.
Yeah. If
Like
you want,
who's providing the software? I'm asking the question: who's providing the software through whom? Like
the database services, for example, no software.
If,
right now, we talk about the software as the services.
As a service, yeah.
Right? If you want to, actually, database is not software as service; it's a platform as service. If you want to use AWS database,
yeah,
it's Oracle, MySQL,
yeah.
SQL Server, Postgres. It doesn't matter which one. You go there, you click the button, you apply. They give you the connection of the database. What's the IP? What's the domain? What's the phone
that's
number?
my question. You will provide the same. You will provide the
similar
same.
stuff. Not the same, not exactly the same. The similar stuff.
Yeah.
So when you use it, you cannot feel big difference between the centralized. So you don't need to purchase Oracle licenses because you just using the services. All the licenses will be handled by the decentralized service.
Yeah, that's why. That's my question. My intention was like, if you kind of have this cloud services provided, so you have to handle the license interface with this like what is that Oracle, this kind of company.
No,
you need to.
I mean that's a very long way to go. I mean
But any kind of service softwares, you need to have interface with them, agreement at least to see.
But there are a huge amount of open source.
Okay, so
right, there are a huge amount of open source. When we start to provide decentralized database, decentralized storage, we will go with the
because the free one or the open source. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that kind of a huge. Like, if you have to have an agreement with these giant companies.
No, we're not doing what you thought. I think what you think in your imagination is okay. You have a lot of servers. If they want to the Oracle database, you need to go to the Oracle database company or website to purchase the license. Then you install the Oracle in each of the servers. Then you start to provide the services. And eventually, who will pay the license fee to the Oracle? I think that's your question.
Yeah.
No, we will always go with open source. And all the code we implement will be open source as well.
Okay. Yeah. Understand, yeah. So, but at the end, if you grow or like that, probably you still will provide that option to customers if they want to use the Oracle instead of open source database.
I don't know, because when we talk about the licenses, most of the licenses are paid licenses, like Oracle, like SQL Server. They are centralized.
Yeah, they are centralized.
They are centralized organization or company, so it's hard to see. We will see the world change very fast.
Very fast.
We will see in the near future what will looks like. So I don't want to image too much because there's a lot of uncertainty for that.
But right now, your company is starting really well, right? It's doing relatively well.
I think right now we already have very good reputation in our community, and a lot of people, they know Strato is a good project. Actually, most of our community come from Europe. Most of our community come from Europe, and they trust us. They believe what we're doing now. I know even now we didn't deliver the major system, not yet, but we will deliver something in end of the month, end of October. And we already talk a lot of different type of the people. One community who will be your user, who is the community holding your tokens.
Yeah, I think
the other one is miner. Miner is like the mining the Bitcoin, Ethereum is mining Strato token STOS. So we talked to some miners. They are very interested. They want to join the network. When we are ready, we're not ready yet.
So the miners right now, there are a lot of the big miners, right? Right now.
Yeah. What do you want to say?
I mean, I heard of this kind of crypto thing. The big miners, it's a company, not individuals. Like it used to have like one guy have a machine to mine, but now it's like a pool of machines, like a huge building, like with
most of them.
Yeah, that's like a professional miners, like corporate.
We talk to the professional miners.
Okay,
they're interested.
So that would be crazy. So they a lot of power right away. So upgrade your capacity.
Yeah, this is a miner. You cannot think this miner is similar like Bitcoin miner. We more because we provide the service. So we need all the mining machine be professional server. I mean, at least not like Bitcoin. You just calculate the hash code. I don't care about memory. I don't care CPU. Just hash code. But this one we have some requirement for your CPU, for your memory, for your disk. Mostly we ask your high speed network, the good bandwidth.
Yeah,
so there are a lot of communication between the different servers. So you see there are several different rules. One is the community, the other one is the manual machine. The third one is VC. So I'm trying to manage three of them, and the other one is our internal team. So I'm trying to make everything like again balance that way. If I go to the MindGeek, I learn something. I know the skill how to deal the team, the internal team. From the MindGeek, I know how to deal the customer, outside the customer. I know how to convert their business requirement to our technical requirement. That's what I'm using as well. But right now, mostly I'm also deal with the miners, also deal with the VCs, right? So I already reached one goal in April and May. We found out this is the first achievement I did. Is we raised $2.1 million US dollars in April and May. And
that's a lot, 2.1 million. Oh, that's a lot of money. Because this kind of business, they call burn money, right?
Actually, from blockchain side, I just be honest with you, it's not very much. And I think our valuation was too low at the moment. Our valuation, when we start to raise money, is the first round valuation is $6 million, the company valuation. But this month, actually, I'm working now. This morning, I'm working on the business deck for fundraising. And right now, I give ourselves valuations 50 millions.
Okay.
So I want to use the 50 millions to valuation to raise about the other couple $1 million.
So what is? Yeah, this all like. I guess some other people they probably they're doing the similar thing like with this
competitors.
Yeah, competitors. They probably they kind of have several other companies doing the same. So what would be the core value competition? The value?
Similar, yeah, like the Filecoin, like the BZZ, and like Chia. There are several projects doing the similar stuff, but. We have good strategy. We already use the good concept to distinguish between us and them.
Yeah, but how do you compete by the coding capability or some connections? Because sometimes the connection is very important. Because you have VC, a lot of VC, they have high confidence on your company, and then have a lot of miners and also people they use this kind of services. It's kind of a circle connection. How this kind of business, how much do they weigh? Like it's like coding capability. You have really talent, efficient, like great ideas in the coding, or like the connections, building a society, community. A lot of times the community is very important as well. So you have people they kind of use your services, and then a lot of miners. And also people, the VCs give you the investment. So like what is all, it's all balanced, or like it's like how to like succeed, or like how to stand out, like even I'm a little bit technical my side. I think my code is very efficient. Like my code, no bugs. I have major release, one release, and then some people install on. So
no, that is very, be honest. When we go bigger, go higher, you will realize the technical stuff. Yeah, when we were developer, we will code is everything.
Yeah, code. Yeah, good coding.
Yeah, most developer will think, yeah, code is everything. Yeah, all the money would make because of code.
But you cannot have a lot of bugs. And then your computer freeze.
But when you go to the company level, when you talk about the business code, it's not nothing, but it's only tiny stuff.
Okay.
So you need financial commitment, and you need your ecosystem, your economic system. How will make sure your token could run perfectly inside your ecosystem, and what's the relationship with VC? How about your market? What kind of influencer you're talking with in the YouTube or Twitter? How will they to support you and talk to their follower? See, okay, Strato is the future. There's a lot of stuff we need to handle. I mean, actually, every day right now, I'm still learning. Go back to story again. I like to recap, right? I'm learning when I'm doing the IT. I'm learning the IT. When I'm doing the job, I'm learning from job the English. Now, I'm learning every day. I have some failure. Okay, I failed with some investors. They don't invest in us because maybe some language, something we tell them they're not interested. Maybe some language we didn't use it properly. We learn. The second time when we talk to the different the investors, we say, okay, they're like us. I mean, every day we're learning because now we're go deeper. At the beginning, maybe in March, we're just talk. We don't talk much, but right now, our teammates go deeper and deeper. I feel actually, I think to be honest, I think Strato already beat 95% of the company who is doing the blockchain crypto.
Yeah.
We already go a little bit further, and we already get some very good positive feedback from all the dimensions.
But at the end, you need to make money, right? Or companies to make money. Like the services you provide, they're gonna make money, right?
No, that's the other thing. I know it's different. Yeah. I give you there are two different. This one is the decentralized, for example, the blockchain project company. This one is centralized. For example, the Google or Facebook, they want to be success. They need to go to the public market. They start to have stock. They can raise IPO, more money, IPO, and they list in their stock. Okay, the owner, the founder is very important. They can make more money, and the more users jump in, they can sign the more contract. They pay more valuation. This is successful story for any centralized system. But decentralized system is me. The successful project, the most successful project is what? It's Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin is successful.
But now I want to ask you, who is the owner of the Bitcoin? Do you know?
Yeah, nobody. He's a Japanese guy. No, he started that whole thing, right?
Yeah.
He's a Japanese guy.
No one knows. They just the name looks like Japanese guy. Is really Japanese guy? Maybe not.
Maybe not, yeah.
Like Knockbox, who knows? For decentralized system, if Strato want to be successful, I want in 3 or 5 years, we are nobody. We're still nobody. We gone. We disappear. It means the decentralized system successful. The measurement is there could be fully managed by the community.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But the problem is like you have miners, and you have the you have to find the users, real use, right? The users. So how do you find the users? They have to, the users, I think is very important as well. They want to have your virtual machines or the...
No, this is all the services. We give them SDK, we give them SDK. I know because you were IT engineer. So when you talk about always to physical stuff, physical thinking, I need to touch something. I need to see the server. I need to see the virtual machine. I need to log into the virtual machine. Then I can start work. But the services, software as services, they only give you the API.
Okay.
They only give you the connection.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but it's correct. You guys, you provide a platform. You guys, you buy, you sell, you provide, you sell. But the miners, you have people. They're like sellers on your platform, miners, right? The users like the buyers. So
let me to reorganize your languages. I guess I understand what's your question. Just you cannot describe them. So you means if all the team is all gone, who will pay for the miners to continue to contribute their service?
No. That's not. I want to say you have to lot of users to use these services. The miners know they provide, they have tokens, they generate tokens. So they get paid by the tokens, I guess. But you have to have a lot of users and a lot of miners existing in your ecosystem. So how do you find those people? Like the users for me say it's buyers, miners, sellers for the services. So how to find a lot of them? If you don't have a lot of them, you have a perfect ecosystem, but nobody using it, so it's kind of zero. You have to have thousands of people. I need a server, I need to have some AWS server, but I use your API SDK to use that, and then some miners, they provide those kind of virtual computing power. So it's kind of the deal is made, so everybody's happy. So. But that's why I'm saying we need a lot of users, a lot of people, and how do you find them?
Not maybe at the beginning we will go to find them. Right now we already make several partnership with a different project. They will using our services. This is a funding process, right? But for others, we mostly focus on the business customer. We provide the service to the other different project. We talk to them, they using us, and when they using us successfully, more people will know. More and more projects they will know. They will probably, I hope, maybe after a year, they will consider will be the standard services across the market. And when most of people knows, they will come to us. And the beauty is we don't have the customer services after. It's all the documentation, all the technical doc will be there. How will you using the decentralized services we will do KYC, know your customer, we will send the legal document, we send the contract, how much front pay, how much payment will give to us. Now, you don't need to register. You don't need to know who you are. You just buy our token.
It's
and create the wallet, and all your service must be linked to your wallet. And something prepaid. And everything you use service, we just charge your fee from your wallet and get your
But the token even not your company maybe at that time, right? It's they run by themselves, right? The tokens.
That's why the company will be gone.
It will be it's kind of disappear. Right. It's like a developer community, right? It looks like a developers community. That's interesting, But so it's kind of making the cake bigger and bigger. At AWS at the beginning, AWS have to tell people, okay, and we have this service to provide you. And after several 2 years, and then everybody, if you want to find a server, you go to them directly, right? So everybody, they don't need to advertise anymore. So
Ron, I have the other good question. I be asked a good question about 1 month before I joined an online interview. He's a big YouTuber. He has about maybe 500,000 followers, and he challenged me the question on the interview. He said, "Okay, I know your profile, I know your company's profile, it's all good, but how can you beat the Google?
Yeah.
You can say you have good experience, but I can find a bunch of the people who have better experience than you." I said, "Yeah, true. You have very smart developers, and I can find even more. Even Google cannot find more. They have unlimited money. They can find one.
Yeah.
Why you think you can do better than them? Why they cannot do it? Why you can do that?" This is the question they challenge. I told them like this. This is the beauty of centralization or decentralization. Google right now maybe have around, I don't know exactly the number, but Google have around 30, maybe more than 30 big giant data center across the world. But what we have nothing. Or maybe we have everything. Maybe you can just put your computer in here and join to the network. So why our network probably will be more efficient than them is me. Our service is anywhere. If you go to the Google, based on the report we learned, any of the centralized cloud, the average between the user home to the centralized cloud is 500 kilometers.
Okay. Yeah.
But we provide the decentralized services and mean the manner anywhere they can join us. I mean, maybe their server not as strong as Google's professional data center. Yeah,
supercomputer.
But you have 1,000 distance, 1,000 kilometer distance.
Yeah, that's
But ours, maybe just in your neighborhood. Maybe just you'll be up.
So your algorithm can find to choose the closest one.
Yeah, it's not the magic. Every API when you're sending, we can find your header, and find your header. We also can get your IP address.
Yeah.
When we find your IP address, we can locate you at least accuracy in the city level.
Yeah.
In the city level, we can find other one.
Or the latency, the round trip time.
Yeah.
Right? If you have 20 milliseconds, probably it's a lot better than 100 milliseconds.
Yeah, this is something because this network be organized by nobody, by everybody. So you go to the park, there are no any route, no any street, but you just walk by yourself. When people build the street by themselves, it's more efficient one.
Yeah, that's true, because Google, they can control, one day probably can shut you down because they don't like you. They can, but this decentralized, that's the people's power.
That's what I mentioned before.
Yeah,
equal right.
Yeah, it's true though. Decentralized, this, nobody can tell you no, right? Can nobody say, "Oh, you are not welcome here," right? But Google or the Amazon, they can tell you, "Okay, you are not welcome here."
They're charged.
Yeah,
they can charge you without any.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, people's power. Everybody, the network belongs to all the nodes, everybody involved. It's kind of that's the meaning of decentralized. Yeah, that's great. So but what is the token? The token, it doesn't have to be what is the cryptocurrency? It doesn't have to be the currency, right?
Yeah,
or
crypto
equals.
Token. Yeah, our crypto token right now the price is 70 cents around.
Oh, so it's still a currency.
Yeah, 70 cents USD. You can purchase it if you want.
It's on the
public market.
Really?
Yes.
On the some exchange.
Yeah, now in the decentralized exchange called Uniswap.
Okay, so it's not but how that work? You have to negotiate with different exchange or something?
No.
How do they?
They have their algorithm called AMM. It means normally they call market maker to make the two, right? You want to sell, you want to buy, make to order, can make deal.
Yeah.
So they have algorithm to make the deal. you need to we provide the liquidation pool. I mean, we put some liquidation in the pool, and you can come there to sell your stratos or to purchase your stratos.
So when they list you, at least you have criteria, right? You meet some certain amount of.
You're based on the current price, the market price. Buy. You can buy higher, but when you buy lower, you cannot buy. I mean, you cannot make order lower. If you make your order lower, you never purchase.
Okay. Interesting stuff. So.
Yeah, world is changing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, one day you will be a kind of one guy, not in the Nasdaq to open the day, like start the day.
Yeah, everyone have a goal. Yeah, I have my goal, but I don't know what's my limitation. Maybe this project will show my limitation, but so far so good. I still can handle what I'm doing. If this one could be failed, maybe I try the other one. If this one's successful, I will test myself again, reevaluate myself what I can do next.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah, it's step by step. It's you can see clear path, like a Java programmer, and then like a database, creating a giant database in the MindGeek, and then you go to the FaimData to be exposed to entrepreneur side, the business owners, and then you have your own business. That's really step by step. That's crazy. And the next destination for you is Mars.
We don't know. Maybe it will be big success or maybe big failure, but I not really don't care, because if failure, it means I have the other opportunity to learn.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I want to correct you one thing. Actually, what we are doing, what we did for the MindGeek is not giant database. You can call data lake or
data what?
Data lake. Lake.
Okay.
Data lake, or maybe or maybe big data platform. It's not only because
for me it's bigger. That is huge.
Yeah, big data, is a technical word. Big data platform.
Yeah.
I mean, not the database, because when we talk about right now, when we talk about the data, it's database mostly is focused on the storage and the query and the save the data. But right now, when we talk about, we also need to talk about the data process. It's computation.
The mining,
the computation. So that's why the platform, they handle both sides. How well you're saving, how well you're retrieving, and how well you're processing.
Data warehouse something. We used to have
the data warehouse is an old word. Data warehouse actually it's one database. It's Oracle, they have OLAP and OLTP, two different working modes. OLAP is data warehouse. That is the word about 10 years before.
Yeah, that's crazy
not right
stuff.
Now. Yeah, not right
it's
now.
Crazy stuff. And it's as long as you're always living on the edge, and on the front of any technology or trend, I guess it's a huge chance to be successful, because you're always, running in the front instead of looking like a data warehouse 10 years ago.
Yeah, also, when you be the edge, it means you can see.
Could be wrong.
No, I mean, you can see a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
Because if you are not in the edge, everything already be developed.
Already. Yeah.
There are not much opportunities. So edge means more opportunity for sure, and then more risk.
Yeah, more risk.
Edge means you also can fall down, right? So as long as you can take that risk.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, even you did not go outside of China, you decide to immigrate to Canada. That's kind of crazy and risky as well. Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, I think that should be it.
We already talked a lot.
Yeah,
How long time is the longest one?
Yeah, almost 2 hours and a half, 2.5.
Wow.
Yeah. Something else you want to add or something?
No.
Should be fine.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to help me here, and thank you we share the information.
Yeah, that's great. And yeah, your story is really crazy. We're seeing, as I said, I've seen a lot of Chinese IT professionals here. It's very, very inspiring. Yeah.
One thing I didn't mention, I never mentioned that, why I start to create the WeChat group in 2015. Why it's not earlier? Now why it's late? Because in 2015, I kind of reached some of my personal goals. I feel what I did already be proven is right, and I already gathered some experience. If I go back to recheck myself, if someone can help me, if in 2007, 2008, I can meet some guy is like me in 2015, I will be get more help. I can go less.
Yeah.
I mean, I
You
can
you
not be wrong.
Yeah,
at least I can take less time.
You wouldn't
do
have
something
the partner or something. You wouldn't, right?
Maybe not, but I think the help will always be useful. So, and it be very valuable. That's why in 2015 I start
The WeChat group.
to create this. I want to create the way to contribute to our Chinese community.
It's some guys, as I said, like their plan is 2 years in the school, right? They came here, they have really a solid IT experience and skills. They did not need to spend 2 years to prepare, and you go find a job. It probably will find one. So a lot of experience you can share with other people. So that's you have the WeChat group, and then we have this thing. Later on, we may have other opportunity to share our experience, even my failed IT experience.
No,
my IT experience is
not a field. Everything when you learn, it takes the lesson. Yeah, it takes the lesson.
Yeah, I guess I'm done with my IT experience.
Who knows?
Yeah. But that would be best. That means the restaurant will fail. If the restaurant fails completely, I'll probably go back again. I will go back to your story to find inspiration.
I don't mean that. I don't mean that.
Anyway, it's fine, but it's very, very interesting, and you never know. But after a few years, I find the inspiration again. I'm ambitious in IT again. Probably I could start a business in IT as well. So you never know.
But I think you already built a very unique culture in your restaurant.
Yeah, our restaurant is crazy. It's a little bit stranger, like myself. I'm a little bit different.
Yeah. It's very good and very impressive. And I should to thank you for all the community in IT in Montreal, and you provide so many resources, and let the people to gather here to share the information here.
Yeah, that's fine. We will, after the pandemic, we will do more stuff with IT to grow together. Immigrants, grow together.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.